Welcome to Eastlink Television's coverage of the 77th Annual Apple Blossom Festival Grand Street Parade. And we can see there, leading off, Town Crier.
The Town Crier, that is Lloyd Smith, actually. He is our official Town Crier for the Apple Blossom Festival. And Michael, if you see the little Town Crier beside Lloyd there, actually Lloyd met him at the Children's Parade a couple of years back, and he has been walking with Lloyd ever since.
Wow.
Beautiful day for Kathy. She doesn't have to have the top up today. Last year, she had the top up and down. There we have Queen Annapolisa the 77th, Lindsay Margaret Pearl. And Lindsay Margaret Pearl is the 19-year-old daughter of Mark and Mona Pearl. Her child attendant waving there is 7-year-old Kaylee Bennett, daughter of Kevin and Jana Bennett of Kentville.
Well, we can hear the bands starting to get ready for us right now. The 78th Highlanders, Halifax Fiddle, Pipes and Drums, are our lead band of the 77th Annual Apple Blossom Festival. The band has been in existence under different names since the 1930s and currently has approximately 60 pipers and drummers playing at different levels. Let's give a listen now.
Sure. And there we have the First Lady in Waiting to Queen Annapolisa the 77th is Melody Dawn Sanford, and she is a 22-year-old daughter of Karen and Irvin Sanford of Black Rock. Her child attendant is 7-year-old Madison Leonard, daughter of Chris and Dawn Marie Leonard of Windermere.
And again, she looked very happy to be here.
Oh, absolutely. Now approaching us, the village of Greenwood Princess Float, who is Courtney Michelle Harrison. She's the 18-year-old daughter of Arlene and Michael Harrison of Greenwood. Her child attendant is 7-year-old Erica Snow, daughter of Dave and Jill Snow of Greenwood.
And as you see there, 14 Wing Greenwood is, of course, also helping to celebrate the centennial of flight. Centennial flight in Canada, we should know this history by now. It's, of course, the Silver Dart in Bedeque, and as you can see there, some examples of some of Canada's aviation history.
And here we have Canning, the village of Canning Princess Float. Deneen Marie Everett is the 18-year-old daughter of Sharon and Mark Everett of Upper Dyke. Her child attendant is 7-year-old Shaylin Barkhouse, daughter of Kim and Alan Barkhouse of Canning. And approaching us is now the town of Windsor Princess Float. Aisha Kiramira, let me pronounce it correctly, is the 18-year-old daughter of Abby and Lynn Kiramira of Windsor. Her child attendant is 8-year-old Kia McDowell, daughter of Krista and Jerome McDowell of Mount Denson.
The amount of work that goes into these floats must be phenomenal.
It is a volunteer team that put together these floats year after year.
Now this is a perennial favorite.
The War Amps. Here we have the town of Hansport Princess Float, Robin Elizabeth Oikle, who is a 20-year-old daughter of Susan and James Oikle of Hansport. Her child attendant is 7-year-old Emily Swicker, daughter of Natasha and Robbie Swicker of Hansport. Again, just another fantastic reflection of an Appalachia Valley float. Beautiful float. And there is Terry Jenkins of the Can-Am Cowgirls that are in Windsor, Nova Scotia. They're offering a 3-hour extravaganza. And they are crowd pleasers. There's Terry right there, they're equine cowgirls, Canadian cowgirls.
Wow.
Could you stand up like that all the way through, Michael, and walk?
No.
I know that I couldn't. I'd maybe do that sitting down.
I wonder if they get tired of smiling.
No.
Does it get sore after a while?
It doesn't get sore after a while. They enjoy it so much. And this is a crowd favorite, Dora the Explorer and Friends. Do you know Dora, Michael?
I know a little bit about Dora.
Okay. And Boots. I can hear little children who know exactly who Dory is.
Oh, absolutely.
Now we have the Town of Digby Princess Float. Second lady in waiting is Shailene Therese May Sardi, the 19-year-old daughter of Leslie and the late Carol Dawn Avis of Digby. Her child attendant is 8-year-old Mikhail Langley, daughter of Krista and Stephen Langley of Digby. And what better float than a Digby Scallop Trawler float?
That's a wonderful, wonderful entry.
Now, here we have the Town of Middleton Princess Float. Catherine Grace Bruce is the 20-year-old daughter of John and Patricia Bruce of Middleton. Her child attendant is 8-year-old Ellen McDonald, daughter of Cheryl and Wade McDonald of Wilmot. That's...
Again, another beautiful float.
Oh, it's an Appalachia Valley beautiful float. Look at the colors. It's very pretty. Here is Welcome to My Kitchen's Joan McElman.
Joan B. has been a volunteer with Eastlink Television for over 25 years. In 1983, she began hosting Welcome to My Kitchen on Eastlink Television, where she can be seen every week preparing a variety of easy-to-make recipes every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. and weekdays at 12:30 p.m.
And here we have Princess Annapolis Royal. So this is now the Town of Wolfville Princess Float. The Town of Wolfville Float was built by the Wolfville Lions Club and is sponsored by Blominen Nurseries. Princess Wolfville, Tasha Bunch, is currently enrolled in her first year at the University of Western Ontario, pursuing a career in kinesiology. Her child attendant is 7-year-old Isabella Grace Lake. And here we have the Village of Port Williams. Representing the Village of Port Williams, Kimberly Rose Porter, the 18-year-old daughter of Marlene Porter and the late Blaine Porter. Her child attendant is 8-year-old Sydney Hood, daughter of Lynn and Shane Hood of Port Williams.
And the rain isn't dampening their spirits at all.
Not at all. Great smiles and lots of waves for the crowd. And there's our own Dandy Apple. Dandy Apple is on the community of Colebrook Princess Float. Olivia K. Brown is a 19-year-old daughter of David and Susan Brown of Colebrook. Her child attendant is 7-year-old Maggie Park, daughter of Charlene and Stephen Park of Colebrook.
And they were just posing for pictures there from the crowd.
They were doing a great job on that. Beautiful apple on that float.
To me, that looks like a 1924 Model T.
Okay, 1924 Sobeys delivery truck, I believe, is what... An original vehicle identical to the one first used by Frank Sobey, delivering meat, livestock, and groceries in the 20s and 30s in Stellarton. Home of Sobey still today.
Wow.
That truly is amazing. And we have the Princess of New Minas float. Nicole Marie Pike is a 19-year-old daughter of Gerald and Brenda Pike of New Minas. Her child attendant is 7-year-old Grace McEwen, daughter of Kim and Tom McEwen of New Minas. They seem to be enjoying today. And here we have the Village of Kingston Princess Float. Haley Lynn McIntosh, the 18-year-old daughter of Susan and Tim McIntosh of Kingston. Her child attendant is 7-year-old Abigail Abby Shears, daughter of Michelle and Dave Shears of Kingston.
A 1918 Ford one-ton truck driven by Bill Clark from Scotch Village. Bill has been a part of this parade for several years, and we're glad to have him back with us once again this year. Great. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the 77th Annual Apple Blossom Festival Grand Street Parade on Eastlink Television. Good night.
Good night.